Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow toasters Strules. Back to the channel. I already said that. Let me move on. This is your host with the most, A.K.A. also known as Nelson. And today, I have a very interesting bit of discussion I did want to bring up to you guys. But before I get into it, let me give my quick disclaimer. First and foremost, please stay hydrated, y'all. This is hot water, just so you know that. Second part of the disclaimer is, typically speaking, I try to get to the gist of the video or the subject matter I want to cover in the first 5 minutes if I possibly can, because I understand not everyone gets a chance to watch. Okay, first of all, let's just be honest. A lot of you motherfuckers have short attention span, so that's just for your motherfuckers, okay? But typically speaking, after 5 minutes, that's usually when I get more into the spiel of my thought process, for those who care to watch the full video. So with that being said, now let's get into this video. And for some of y'all who might have watched some of my previous videos, or you've watched one particular video that I've covered a few weeks ago, which was titled, Is Pegging Sus? And in that, I wanted to explore just how can we create opportunities for just, I suppose, ideal partners to have that kind of discussion in helping understand how to improve their intimacy, or understand how to have those conversations involved with such sensitive topics. And today I want to I want to bring up the question, is sex toys sus? Specifically for this video, since you can utilize sex toys as a broad term to cover a lot of things, today I want to focus on dildos / strap-ons. And even though to an extent I've already kind of covered strap-ons within the pegging, so it's going to kind of have a little side note to it. But more so what I want to talk more so about is dildos. And the reason being I want to talk about it is because a few days ago, and I know some of y'all might be kind of questioning, what the fuck be going through this motherfucker's mind for him to just randomly think about dildos, right? Look, y'all. It's June, it's Pride Month, so let me have it. Thank you very much, okay? And time is recording, just so y'all know that. Anyhow, what made me think about dildos is because, and ladies and gentlemen, my total rules, let's not lie to each other. Even though you could say that every hour is horny hour, I reserve my horniness at specific times throughout the day, all right? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. And let's all be honest, some of us have particular taste buds when it comes to adult entertainment. Let's not lie to each other. But you know, sometimes, like say cam girls, okay, just use an example. Sometimes I'm not gonna say that it's my particular niche or it's my go-to necessarily, but I might check a few individuals within these, not necessarily their sites, but some of their content, so to speak. And sometimes I will kind of question myself as to what is the appeal with not just regular dildos or that have been molded with human, the human, chicken wing, okay, downstairs, right? But then it's like you will go so far as to get horse cock or say lizard dick or dog what's the word? Dog. What would you call it? You guys, they working downstairs. And it started making me think to myself, what is and I'm being serious. And before I go any further into this, let me make something very clear for everyone at home. Again, the purpose of what I'm about to say is not to try to kink shame anybody. I just want to have a better understanding as to what the fuck is with y'all, and you want to, like, I'm being serious. To me, this is what I was thinking. For some reason, it feels as if a lot of you, and I'm not trying to name no names, okay? I'm not trying to say only women do this or only men do this, because it's on both sides of the spectrum here, or both sides of this particular discussion here. But it makes me wonder, what is it about you want a horse cock in your asshole that does it for you? I'm not trying to kick shame, but I'm just wondering, what is that about? Because it makes me wonder how many of y'all, let's be honest, say if you look at, or if you agree with the concept of bestiality as a taboo it makes me wonder how many of y'all deep down want to get your ass fucked by a horse, or you want to suck lizard dick, or you want to get your asshole or pussy plowed by dog penis. It makes me wonder why is that? Because here's the thing. Because this is my thing. Am I opposed to you getting those dildos or getting those particular sex toys? No, because here's the thing. Reality is, I would not, be honest, I would prefer you doing it with a dildo or like an inanimate object, an inanimate, and you know what I'm trying to say, goddammit, object versus if you're doing it with a live creature. Because what's interesting to me, and this is what I was thinking afterwards, was if we look at animals as living creatures and they have some form of intelligence, it makes me wonder deep down if it put like this, if you cannot give consent, we agree you want people who do, the little, under the sheets kind of deal, you want them to be between consenting adults for the most part, right? We want to encourage that. But then it kind of makes me wonder, when it comes to bestiality, like, to me, I find it interesting. And ladies and gentlemen, my toast truth, we know there are those videos out there where it's crazy. It's crazy. And some of y'all may know about a particular video, and I would not encourage you to go look it up. I'm just going to describe it to you real quick. Because I think it was, and you probably heard it on the news some years ago, where there was a man, or it was around the internet, I think it was two men, either two or three men, who were filming one of them getting their asshole plowed or being attempted to be plowed by a horse. And that went horribly wrong. And I think the individual who was trying to do that was suffering injuries that caused his death. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on that. But then it's just like, to me, I can't help but think to myself, you really want to go out like that? And I'm pretty sure you don't want Ness to go out like that. But then, and please excuse that little beep in the background. That's me have some cooking in the stove real quick to kind of help me keep track of time. So, anyhow, not to get too distracted, y'all, it made me question in my mind, like, what is it about bestiality that gets to you? And here's the thing. We understand that bestiality has been around for a long time. And let me make something very clear. When I talk about bestiality, I'm not necessarily talking about, let's say, having a fetish for, let's say, what they call anthropomorphic animals, which essentially they have the human form, or they have a Homo sapien form, which to me, and I'm being honest with y'all, I can understand that. To me, I can understand because it relates more so to the human body, and the human body does have its qualities that are very attractive. So to me, in that realm, I can understand that and I can let that go to an extent, right? But then it's like when you're dealing with just animals in their base form, it's like I don't see the attraction. I personally don't. I really don't. So this is the thing. What I come to the question is dildos who are essentially modeled after animal parts, are they sus, more specifically what I'm asking? And personally, I would say yes, they're sus. And the reason I say they're sus is because, again, it makes me question what your real interests within the realm of sex really are, because you're not being very upfront about it. Like, say, for instance, I say we just looking at a regular dildo. Like, say if, ladies, if you want to be penetrated by both ends, but let's say your man's not comfortable with another man coming in, so the way you can compromise is, okay, well, just have a dildo in my asshole as you're fucking me, and you can kind of get off on that end. Okay, that's fine. But then it's like, if you bring out a horse cock, personally, it's like, okay, if I can personally accept, I'm being serious, y'all. Hold up, before I go any further, I'm gonna give y'all a quick, not a disclaimer necessarily, but let me give y'all a little bit. Hold on, just a minute.
Like Cindy Crawford.
Sorry, y'all. TV was, I thought I muted it for a second. Anyhow, starting to stay on track here. Just to give y'all some information. First and foremost, I'm a virgin. So let me make something clear. I have not kissed a girl. I have not a finger banger. I have not done the nitty gritty. I have not choked the chicken on her. I've done none of that shit. So let me give y'all that quick understanding of this. Again, personally, would I be opposed to the concept of bringing sex toys into the bedroom? I would not. I would have my personal limits. And to me, I would say this. Ladies and gentlemen, if my toes are screws out here, my thing is this. Again, I'm not trying to out you out or make it seem as if you're less than a human being, because you're not. For the most part, unless you got something you got to tell us. But nevertheless, the point being when I want to bring this up is because I want to pose a question to you guys. Because again, you can disagree with me if you want to. If you don't find dildos modeled after animal parts or less, and actually I am going to get to pocket pussies or flashlights somewhere down the road. But for this day, we're going to talk about just dildos and strap-ons. And actually, let me talk about strap-ons too. Because again, I think they have a place within a relationship where it can work. But then it's like, as long as you both have that discussion of how far you want to take it, I think that's where you can find your comfort zone. Or let's say you find, more knowledgeable information about yourself, about how far are you willing to go into these things. Like for instance, if you want to bring a strap on, for me, I'm fine with it within the context that, hey, that stays away from me in terms of my behind area. But let's say if you want me in your asshole, but you also want me in your pussy, it's like, okay, I could probably put like a strap on like on my waist, and that could work out. But it's like, if you ever come to me and think to yourself, well, I could use it. Oh, wait a minute. Just because I was fine with this in this particular circumstance, it doesn't mean I'm okay with every other circumstances. But again, it's to create a conversation so that these things can be utilized, I think, in the best way possible. So let me make something clear. If you have a dick dildo, you have a horse cock dildo in your possession, I'm not trying to shame you and say toss it out the window. I'm not trying to say that. What I am just simply asking is this. If you bring that to the bedroom with a partner who's not used to that stuff, all I'm saying is this. Just sit down and have that conversation with them so that at the very least, it's not out of the blue, so to speak. Because, again, like I'm being honest. If I say I'm fine with dildos, but you just bring a horse cock out of nowhere, I'm sorry. Personally, I don't know if I can go any further with you on that. Again, there's got to be a proper build up to that. And it's like, if you want to use it, use that shit. I'll put it like this. My thing is, I would let it go if you did it in privacy. But don't bring it when I'm here. If you want to do that shit in privacy, do it in privacy. But don't bring it with me. And for some of y'all, if that's a no-no, well then, hey, you know what to do. Either you make a compromise or you say, you know what, we got to go our separate ways. But nevertheless, with all that being said, like I said, I don't want my shit to burn up. So I'm going to end the video on this point. Is again, I'm open to your interpretation. I'm open to your guys' thoughts and your opinions. Of course, share with them in the comment section down below. Share this video if you want to, get discussion going. Because you know what? I could be wrong. I'm not afraid to be proven wrong by any means. And guess what? At the end of the day, it's my point. It is my opinion. And my opinion is subject to change. And that's something I am going to start saying too, because that's something I've been meaning to say for a long time. Because reality is this, no matter what part of my videos you ever watch, anything I've said can change over time. Because again, I'm a human being. I have the capacity to change. But the probability to change these opinions can alternate as time progresses. That's another thing to consider. And actually, that's something I probably will cover somewhere down the road, another video. But anyhow, all that being said, I'll catch y'all next video. I love y'all. Peace out. Ain't that down. All that good stuff. Bye. Wait a minute. Is there anything else I'm forgetting? I'm forgetting. Anything else? All right, y'all. I'm about to go. I don't want my shit burned up. Love y'all. Peace. Bye.